and a very warm welcome to all our viewers. I'm your host Pallavi Kulkarni. It's a pleasure to have you join us for yet another insightful panel discussion. Today's topic is handling peer pressure and family pressure after exam failure. This is the need of the hour. We have a panel of experts shaping the education future to guide us through this fascinating discussion. First on the panel, we have Miss Asha S., Principal at JES Public School, NGEF Layout, Nagarbavi, Second Stage, Bangalore. With an MSc and B.Ed, she brings 39 years of teaching experience. She started as a mathematics and science teacher and has served as HOD of Maths Vice Principal, and she is now the principal. A subject expert for CBSE translation work in Canada, she has received prestigious awards including the Best Teacher Award in 2007 and the Special Teacher Award from JCI in 2019. Passionate about eradicating math phobia, she aims to make learning fun and successful. Next on the panel, I'm introducing Miss Sukhada Das, Principal at Broadvision World School, Hennuru, with 22 years of experience across Odisha, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. She holds a Master's in English and completed her MEd in 2021. A certified international life skill trainer, Ms. Dash has received the Best Innovative Principal Award 2024, the National Women Icon Award 2024 and the Best Principal of the Year 2024-25. Her leadership emphasizes academic excellence, strong relationships and innovative programs. Next on the panel, I am introducing Ms. Jyoti Shashidhar, Principal at SJR Public School, HPR Layout, Kalyan Nagar, Bengaluru. With 20 years of experience in the education field, she holds an MSc in Physics and MEd. Recognized for her exceptional leadership, she has received prestigious awards including the Best Principal Award 2022 award by Education India, the Top 100 Principal Award and the Swami Vivekananda National Principal Award 2024. We are honored to have all three of you. Welcome to the panel discussion.
Thank you. Thank you.
So with that, let's move on to our panel discussion, and my first question is to Ms. Sukhada Das. So ma'am, how can students effectively cope up with the emotional impact of failing in exam, especially when facing peers and family pressure?
Yeah, Pallavi. Actually, see, if we will tell about the success, and we can say here, failure is not just the opposite of the success.
Yes.
Is it the part of the success? I can say. So, as success is the part of failures, everybody, every human should learn from success, from failure to success.
Yes.
Right? How to get the success, and every school should have that should have that all kind of plan and program. How they have to take the student, they have to teach the student and train the student how they will take failure as not as the failure or stop of the life.
Yes.
Instead of that, they have to think failure is one of the step towards to the success.
Yes.
And for that, all the school, all the educational institution, they are having lot of program now. They are conducting lot of programs and lot of many events also. How to bring the students from that trauma when and where they are getting the failure and where they are stopping their thinking more and thinking the improvement of their life, and they have to come forward with that failure and taking that as a challenge for the achieving the life goal.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Unfortunately, Subhada ma'am, success is measured with marks
Yeah.
here. That is
Yes,
why
that
the
is
children are not able to take the
Yes.
failure.
Failure.
If success would have measured with marks,
Yes. Yes, that is there, ma'am.
they
And
won't
that
have
will-
faced the depression,
Yes.
anxiety, disappointment.
Yes.
I add on to your
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's
Yeah,
a great answer to start off with. And my next question is to Ms. Jyoti. So, what are families and peers' common misconceptions about exam failure, and how can these be addressed to create more supportive environment for the children?
It's really difficult question, I can say, Pallavi ma'am. Actually, every parent or everybody feels that exam failure is the personal failure, the life failure, which is not actually true.
Yes.
We have seen many of them who have actually, I cannot use that word failure, I don't like to use, but still here, since the topic is on failure in exams, if if you see few of the successful people, we cannot measure them with their marks, where we call it as if they score below this fail and above this is pass. So we need to just take out that pass and fail thing from the exam point of view. As ma'am said, we cannot grade or we cannot tell that marks cannot make them pass or fail. So here one thing I would like to share is we should first educate the parents.
Yes, exactly.
Educate the parents that marks are not everything.
Yes.
And marks doesn't make any person fail or pass.
True. Very
There are many things in life which actually support child.
Yes.
We can just say that you are good in this or little back in these things. There are many things. If we go with the marks, one child might score better in science, one child might score better in maths. And if I have to keep exam for art and craft, there also many of the children would score 100 on 100.
Yes.
So nowadays CBSE has made it a rule like we have the occasional courses.
Yes.
There we are only giving them grade. But it's better if really CBSE thinks on giving marks on those occasional courses. Surely some of the children would really enjoy scoring 100 on 100.
Yes.
So this we need to just bring into parents' attention, and parents think only from one perspective. We cannot do that. There are 1,000 perspectives from every point of view, every point of life. It's not only exam. And if they fail in one exam, it doesn't mean that they fail throughout their life. I've seen many children who pass also, but still they take long term to get seat in IIT or NEET exam. So I cannot say that those students have failed.
Yes.
They are just trying with their, I can say, luck sometimes. Recently, we experienced during this exam, 10th exam, board exam, ma'am. I don't want to share the child name, but actually, she wrote all the exams very well. But when it came for maths, she literally started weeping in the examination hall.
Yes.
And I got call from the center, and I sent my counselor over there, but they did not allow. But somehow they convinced the child, and she wrote her exam. But very sad to say that she did not go and share this with the parent.
Yes.
It's just because thinking that the marks might come down.
Yes.
And she is the child who has won many awards in the school.
Yes.
So we cannot measure failure with the marks. So
Yes.
we need to only educate parents like failure. Exam will not give them the life setback.
Yes.
That is what, ma'am. Parental sensitization is very,
Very
much
important.
required here, and parents should always observe, and they should be educated to focus on the effort rather than the this is for the like marks and result of the children.
Yeah.
So they have to always focus how the child put his or her effort in that subject or in that
Yes.
part. So
They
when the
shouldn't
parents are-
they shouldn't think that exam
Yeah.
is the last
And,
point to set back their
As you
future.
mentioned, they
Ah.
take it as the personal
Personal
failure.
failure.
and
So
one more
here,
thing,
parents should think that whether kids are important or the marks are
Marks
marks
are
are
important.
important, and even one more very important thing nowadays, what we are observing, even we are also parents. Parents always starting
Comparison.
comparing to others, like
Yes.
in front
My
of the
friends
kids,
and
in front of the children, in front of the other, they will give the example of their niece or their nephew or their friends, children, like that in front of them they will speak. So which will which will exactly
Impact on
like
the
very much, too much
Yes.
impact on their mental health.
self-esteem
Really,
also
yes.
will be
Yes,
lower.
yes,
Yes. They lose the confidence.
Yes.
Confidence. So,
Yes.
no, instead of promoting their self confidence, they just try to compare.
Yes.
And they just try to compare about their life. If they have scored
Yes.
better, no, they
Yes.
start telling that without any tuitions, without any
Very-
gadgets, anything, no, I
Yes.
was a topper and all
Yes.
those things.
Yes.
But that is not true. Everybody have their own perspective and
Yes.
everybody is unique in
And
his
if
life.
they give the input of money and put in tuitions, they get the output as the marks. That cannot be done.
That-
Yes, it's not a product, right?
Ah,
It's
yeah,
a-
yeah,
yes. Yes. While we talk about the mental health of the children, I have my next question to Ms. Asha. With your experience, ma'am, I would like to know what are the mental health awareness is necessary while handling such children when they are failed in exams, and what are the resources that should be available for students to balance their mental health?
See, nowadays mental health means there is a misconception. They are mad or something like that. Mental
Yes.
health is equally important as physical health.
Yes.
The sound mind in the sound body, how it is important, our body changes, the mind also will keep changing. And this plays a critical and vital role. The impact will be very serious.
Yes.
They cannot take disappointments, the pressure builds up in them, and the anxiety level will be increased, the stress level will be increased out of peer pressure, family pressure, societal pressure. There are n number of factors for that. The mental health awareness will educate the children. As she said, the exam is not the end of life.
Yes.
It promotes the children to reframe their failures.
Very true.
They can reframe. Their time will heal everything. They have to see where they have lost, whether it is the job or the exam or in relationship with the family members. There are so many failures. It is not just the exam failures. There are so many failures in that. Stress management programs we are giving to children. They should make use of it. And every day we are making them do the meditation first for first 5 minutes after the assembly.
Yes.
That calms down their mind and it will
Yes.
be fresh to absorb the new things.
I have to add on to your talk. Nowadays, children, no, meditating is also they are thinking that it's
Stress.
a pressure and stress.
Yes.
Actually, they are not accepting the present process. Actually,
Yes.
why it
Very
is
true.
needed,
Yes.
why we tell them to do something. The present we call it as Gen Z generation. No?
Yes.
They are literally Gen Z only.
Yes.
They are out of that.
Yes.
A, B, C, up to Z, we have one category. After that, we have one more category. So first we need to understand them and then check with them. We should tell them like what
Yes.
actually is mental health.
Yes.
Madam told about one example of the child.
Yes.
That is what I tell my students. Whatever happens, share with your
With your-
parents.
Yes.
That is
And
They're
you
scared, ma'am.
acknowledge, no, they should acknowledge their feelings.
Yes.
Once they burst out whatever they have in the mind, parents are not that cruel. They will understand.
Yes.
The child should first make a point in making their parents.
Correct.
What if they cannot convince their own parents? Who can they convince? Their friends,
No,
parents.
sometimes vice versa.
And
How much
they should
ever-
communicate openly,
Yes,
madam.
yes.
Yes.
It depends on
See,
the
I have
environment
put
of the
my
family.
effort.
Yes.
I have studied.
Yeah.
But somehow, because what happens if the stress level increases, the fight or flight hormone that is will be released in the brain
Yes.
and it stops the memory retrieval.
Yes.
After they come out of the examination hall, they think, oh, I knew this, I didn't
Couldn't do
try.
it.
that is
Yes.
exactly.
All this because of the stress, anxiety level in the
Anxiety.
children.
Yeah, that is
If they are not fearful about the Why they are having the fear? Parents will ask.
That is
They do the postmortem as soon as they enter the home.
Home, yeah.
How many questions you answer? Did you answer everything? What is the answer for this? Why did you leave this question? I had taught you yesterday only this
The
question.
same thing I would like to share, ma'am. Day for yesterday, one parent, third standard parent, she came with saying that my child knows this answer, but she forgot. She missed out that. Will you
And
be able to give
re-exam.
re-exam?
Re-exam,
Only
yes.
because
They
of that
think it is
3 marks
IAS
of-
exam,
yeah.
first standard, second standard. We sat whole night. We made the child
Right.
learn. She knows
So
everything.
actually they build that pressure from class one.
And the anxiety level of the parents
goes
will
on
seep into the children. That is
Very
what happening.
Very true. And talking about
To
mental
all this
health.
anxiety, we actually conduct some program in our school
Yes.
that is, peer buddy,
Yes.
like making buddy for each
Ah.
other and, self mentoring
Yes.
and like they have to mentor themselves. And we told to the high school students, particularly from the age of 11, we told them to write, analyze yourself, and end of the day before going to bed, you
Yes.
should write either. That should not be a diary just.
Correct.
It should be one of
Jot
the
down
mirror.
everything.
Like
Yes.
when we will get that paper or that notebook, it is you should not hand over to anyone. If today you have written, then tomorrow again before writing you have to read that one before day what you have written, like what whole day you have done. Not only the study, not only the day to day, whatever your daily life
Yes.
things. Even you can write what are the fault, what are the mistakes you have done, and even what are the good things you have done, and you have to tap yourself. You have
Very
to appreciate yourself.
Add on to your talk,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
We need to give them space to think about their mental health.
Yes.
After
Yes.
that only, I think they'll be able to.
And
We have observed
awareness
this
is
in ma'am.
not there about mental health.
Yes, that is what
No,
that is what
where there is
group
awareness
people
of
only
mental
can,
health.
No, ma'am. Some of the parents
we are
do that.
doing
Some of the
that.
parents do that. They give very good freedom to the child. I can see one child, fourth standard child, ma'am. He wakes up on his own. Parents are
Yes.
very free. He wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he's a badminton player.
Yes.
And he enjoys the school also. His
Yes.
works are complete, and he's a top.
Yes.
So it goes with the environment to
Yes.
have a good mental health, whether
Yes.
school or home.
Yes.
But
I think
it is
parental
better,
awareness is very
very
much
much
important.
Yes,
important.
but that is
And
parental
articles
sensitization. We
and,
have to do that. We
Yes.
have to make the training for the
Parents first,
and
and then
before mom, actually what happened when I was in my nurseries, I'm telling, when I was in preschool, I studied in Sri Aurobindo Integral Education Center. So we have before taking the registration and admission of the child, the school will take the interview for the parents.
parents.
And it's not like our parents are not that time not
Educated.
that much educated, but even if my parents, they are both are very much educated, but I'm telling most of the parents. But what kind of interview they have taken, they are understanding the mentality of the parents, how the parents,
Yes.
and they
Very
wanted to know about very keenly, very deeply, very closely about the parents. So
I
when they will get that, according to that, they will treat the children
Yes.
and they will analyze the children.
I should add on this. We have a initiative in our school from so many years, and it goes like connect with parents.
Yes.
Each teacher, including me, is assigned with 20 to 25 students, and we have to visit the house. Not about academics. We have to
Just the
go
general.
visit
Yeah.
and sit with them, talk with them, and management will give 500 rupees per visit.
Yes.
And
Very-
will carry
Very good,
sweets
very
or fruits or some gift or conveyance, whatever we want, we can use that. And we have to report that to the management with a photo. For in the next salary, we will get the reimbursement of that. Our management is very much keen on building a rapport with the parents. That is how we come to know the, like as she said, ma'am said, the mentality of the parents. We convince the parents, we talk about other things, we tell the positive things about their children which they don't know.
Yes.
Is it? They will ask. They will be astonished. Is my son is so good in singing? He will never sing at home.
Oh.
Sings at home. And is she so good at drawing?
Yes.
She will
Maybe
never
the
do it.
parents never gave that space and
Uh-huh.
time to do all of
They
that.
don't have time, ma'am.
We
Yes.
call
They don't
connect
have
with parents,
Yes.
and each one of us visit.
Yes, that's wonderful.
And our
Assurance.
management is very generous, I should tell. They are mentioning that we spend time, so they spend money on that.
Correct.
Yes.
Definitely.
Wonderful initiatives taken by schools. There are many schools who are connecting with parents regularly to check on children's attitudes
Yes.
and behaviors.
So
at
not
home
just
and,
the phone call.
Yes.
We visit the
Yes.
house and sit
Yes.
with them for more than half an hour.
Yeah.
We do
They
have
will be so
that.
happy with that.
Here, ma'am. We have also in Broadvision, we have made whole school groups actually. We have
Yes.
around 10 to 11 groups,
Yes.
and each group have one mentor. We have
Yes.
made the teacher's mentor.
Yes.
And these teacher mentor, she will not only take care of the academics, she
Yes.
will taking care of like all what is the child behavior and
Yes.
how the means where the child is improving, where she is having the real talent.
Yes.
All these things she will check, and every weekend, every Saturday, this report will come to me as well as it will go to the management. In our Broadvision, we follow like that.
Yes.
And we will have every fortnight once, like we will have the parents meeting whenever we have the parents orientation, and monthly we have like 3 to 4 parents orientation, class wise, segment wise.
Yes.
During that orientation, we will inform to the parents, we will acknowledge the
What is the
parents, what
observation?
are the observation we have done, and where the child is really putting his effort, and how where the child having the interest in which part, in academic or singing, dancing, yoga, whatever. And we will ask the parent to put the effort over there. Like,
Yes.
we have also facilities like basketball, cricket, yoga, karate, martial arts, art and craft, everything. We have different special teachers we have. So we will call the parents and we will introduce those teachers. So extra time those teachers will put those kind of students, and they will even the certification course and everything we will encourage them to
Yes.
go ahead.
That will help students to evaluate their
Yeah.
own capacities, whether it is in academics or in sports
Yeah.
or in other
Self-reflection.
co-curriculum
Yes,
activities.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Even I have a very good sportsman in my campus. I can say one junior national badminton player in
Yes.
9th grade, and we are encouraging him to attending all kind of national this tournaments and all these things. So even he is taking the coaching from the national coaching centers and all
Yes.
that. So many national players and all these things. So I can say this is also one of the achievement of
Yes.
the child also, even parent, even the
Yes.
encouragement behind of the child and the work and the effort. Definitely, it goes to the teachers also.
Yes, that's wonderful steps taken by teachers and educators to encourage them in classroom level and creating awareness on the children and parents. With that, my next question is to Ms. Jyoti. What are the strategies that parents can adopt to be more understanding and supportive for their children, especially without hampering their self-esteem?
First thing is give time.
Okay.
That is what is missing nowadays.
Yeah.
First, parents should give time to their children, and second thing is they should listen to them with patience. They cannot just say that they'll be watching TV or they'll be working online and tell that, okay, tell me what happened today in the school. That is not the space what you have to give to your child. Quality time is very important. And just because nowadays it's more of nuclear family, no? Children are missing out this that
Grandparents
actually the
love.
family time,
Yes.
not the family time. So nobody is there to listen to the child.
Yes.
So the main strategy, what I suggest to parents is like give your valuable time to the child,
Yes.
and at least Sundays you take them out, play with them, understand them like what actually they like and what they don't like, and
Yes.
please nurture their talent.
Yes.
Before also I said the same thing. Whatever the field you choose, nurture it. I have seen many of them in my this 20 years. I have to appreciate one parent, ma'am. Actually, child was not, she was not able to understand between 6, 9, that kind of dyslexia. No?
Yes. Yes.
Parent did not worry about that. She identified that child is very good in the taekwondo. She nurtured, and she is international level taekwondo player now.
Great.
And she passed. Her exams went on well, her scores went on well, but she did not focus on her marks,
Yes.
examination marks.
Yes.
The parent focused on the child's talent marks.
Yes.
So I request, the main strategy here is give time, listen to them
Yes.
patiently, and give that me time to your child also.
Yes. I think
And
people
do not react immediately when they are talking.
Yes.
And using positive language.
Not
Whenever-
abusive.
Whenever you hear something, for if child comes with a small cup or small any third place or bronze medal or anything, you need to appreciate instead of telling that I had gold medal, or your sister has won gold medal, or somebody has received these many prizes.
Yes.
So there will be comparison also. Every time I think I'm giving the day-to-day example also.
Yes.
One child of UKG, she came and told like my mother did not prepare sweet for me, just even though I won this medal.
Okay.
And when I spoke to the parent, how did she get to know that you have to appreciate? The parent said there is an age gap between the siblings.
Okay.
The elder one, they pampered elder one for every prize. Mother used to prepare sweet.
Oh.
But the younger one, I think so. This is what I request parents. You need to just go on with the flow. Never sit back for anything.
Yes, speaking about the dyslexia that you mentioned right now, I think many people have this misconception
Yes.
that if a person is having dyslexia in the school level, then they can't pursue anything in the future because they are very slow in everything. But it is just that they have certain problems with identifying the sentences and the
B&B.
language. It is just to do with the letters and the literature, but they have something else beyond these
Yes, yes, yes.
letters and identifications. They
Yes.
might be very good in
They
other
might be having good computer
No, we have this
skills
Sony.
also.
In
Yes.
Sony, we have that show, no, ma'am, business
a Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. I think
Yes.
last week we got a mother,
Yes.
architect mother.
Yes,
She had come with 2 children.
yes,
And the first child really, now she literally gave so much of time to the child, and she's an entrepreneur now.
yes.
Her child's every drawing and every painting,
Yeah.
she just nurtured it, and she
Yes.
took that paintings to the international level.
Yes,
So
That's-
we need that kind of parent who
Yes.
accept the child as they are.
yes. We have seen a lot of such case studies where dyslexic and other disabilities students,
No.
they are very good with something else. It's
Yes.
just that educators and parents need to be more focused on what they are really capable of
Yes.
and what they are interested in. Maybe through these creative teaching methodologies and encouragement, they might succeed in the interested areas.
Yeah, I have a child, mom, in 7th grade. He is having he's a very slow
Learner.
Slow. I cannot say it is slow learner. Whatever the things he will grasp it little late, and he will understand late, and even the writing part and everything, it is very late for him because of that syndrome. So parents already they submitted the doctor reports and all these things. So, but now I can say here we started counseling him and motivated him, and now he is a very good YouTuber, and he is taking all the these kind of which sweets and electric materials which are not used, and after using, like, they're throwing out, taking the plot points and all these things. He is making very wonderful things, like taking the burning batteries, he is again making it chargeable, and he is connecting with the small bulbs, and we made this Christmas decoration. Whatever we decorated with his materials only. You might have seen, like, the waste material from the vehicles, the wheel and
Yes.
the spokes and all these things, and he took and he made such a beautiful giraffe, and we made it, we kept it in our school, and
Yes.
not only that, he is making lot of even electrical things, taking of waste materials, and even he is like small you can say the light things, the arrays of light he has shown, the
Yes.
physics,
Okay,
these
yeah,
things,
yeah, yeah.
Prism and
reflection, all these
Yes.
things he has made. These science exhibition, his own innovation and all these things purpose. I called some IT consultant, senior CEO of some companies. They appreciated like anything, and that boy having that kind of dyslexia, ma.
Yes.
And
So
we have
I
the
think,
example of
yes,
Thomas
I
Alva
think,
Edison, no?
Yes.
The teacher had
Yes,
mentioned
yes. Yes,
later
actually, these things, whatever the examples that three of you are mentioning right now, these talents go beyond exams.
True.
I mean, their marks will have no resilience. Their marks will not stop them
Stop.
from doing anything that they're interested
Yeah, it
in.
is all, I can say, it is all their willing power, I can
Yeah.
say.
Yes, I think
Mindset,
Mindset.
and
Mindset.
willing power. Like, I
Yes.
can do the affirmation
And for
inside
that
them,
encouragement from the parents.
Yes.
Very much,
Yes.
very
Yes.
much, ma'am. Instead of
Yes.
criticizing what you have done, they need
Yes.
to just look into the actual
And
work
from the school.
and
both
appreciate.
ways.
Yes, that's the wonderful discussion that we are having. With that, we'll take a short break and come back with even more insightful topics. Renuka?
Yes, ma'am.
Please come in.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the schedule?
So, ma'am, there are 70-80 candidates who has come for the interview.
70 to 80.
Right.
Okay, send them inside.
All right, ma'am.
Renuka, send the first candidate. Please come in. Hello, ma'am. Hi, please come sit. Thank you. Thank you. Renuka, send the next candidate.
Where can we?
Yes, please come in.
But Mr. Broadvision, can I sit?
Yeah, sure, please sit. Renuka,
Yes, ma'am.
come here.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, why do you look so tensed?
None of them fitting well for the job. What should I do?
Right. Is that it?
That's a lot.
Why don't you try EdHR?
What is that now?
EdHR will help you hire the best teacher for your school. So you can just sign up to that.
Wanted top tier teachers for your school? Sign up with EdHR now and unlock a world of talent. Hire the best that inspire greatness. Transform your school today.
That's interesting. I think it will make my job much easier, and every principal should use that.
Right.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our panel discussion. We are discussing about exam failures and their impact on students and the pressure that they take in. My next question to resume this panel discussion is to Ms. Asha. So ma'am, tell me, how are your experiences with handling such exam failure cases, and is there any measures that you have taken to counsel these parents and children which led to a positive impact?
There are many examples, ma'am.
Yes.
I always tell the parents, love your kid. Don't bother about what others tell on you. First, have trust on your children.
Yes.
You should love your children. You trust your children. Others' words and
Yes.
others' stories about your children, please keep it aside. You know your children better than others.
Yes.
And we always tell them, here they spend time with us more than 6 to 8 hours, and it's like a second home, and we treat your children like our children. And when we cannot love the children as the parents love, but we can be par with how the parents love their children. So when a child comes to us and tell, my father took belt and with me because I scored less marks, took stick and threatened me. My mother told she will not feed me. There are so many cases. They cried. I'm scared to tell this to my mother. So I came to you, ma'am.
Okay.
You please talk to you, my mother. Tell my mother, I had studied, but maths, nothing is going to my head. What can I do? I asked sir doubts. I asked mom doubts. 10 times they taught me, but still I am not understanding. What can I do? I cannot do math sums.
Yes.
Please tell my parents. That is why CBSE has made bifurcation in that also, basic maths and standard maths. And those who don't take maths or pursue maths in their PU, they need not take standard maths. They go with the basic maths. So when the boards and the schools are trying to figure out what is happening in the child's mind, it's a small mind. Even they think that they should be the topper.
Yes.
Each one of them think that if they should excel in everything, they should make their parents happy. But it's not in their hands. Sometimes they fail in that.
Yes.
I just add on to this. The children expect some small support of one hand. One hand.
Yes.
We really, this ma'am, I have to take it like last year only. One child was there in 10th. He was very naughty. He used to not focus on his studies, anything. He used to just pass. He used to pass with 70s or anything. I cross-checked their answer sheets, periodic test 1, 2, 3, midterm, everything. What I saw was his Kannada handwriting was very, very beautiful.
Okay.
So after term 1 exam, I called Kannada sir and the child, both of them, and I gave them a kind of challenge, like he has to listen to him and sir will work with him
Okay.
for 100 on 100 in Kannada.
Yes.
First, both of them did not accept, but end of the day, we made somehow both of them just understand why we are giving them that challenge. Task, and ma'am, he got 100 on 100. Who used to score below, out of 25 below 10.
Yes.
Just we need to just tap on their talent and tap on that particular thing, no? They will do. There are many, they expect only, they need one point of contact, icebreaker we call it, no?
Yes.
Then we need that ice to break.
And parents should not have high expectations.
Yes.
My son should get in maths 100 on 100.
Yes.
In science, he should be the topper.
Yes.
He should get first rank in the class.
Yes.
They compare. first rank student marks, second rank student marks. Why my
Child.
child has got third this time? In the previous class, he was the topper.
Topper,
He
yeah.
was getting
This is
first
one thing
rank.
what we hear from
Please show
parents.
the papers. We want to know where he has. The child would have got 98 marks.
Okay.
They want to see where the
That
2
2
marks
marks.
is lost.
Ma'am,
They are not
I
happy
want
with
to-
what
Yeah.
the child has scored. 98 getting is very
Yes.
good marks.
Before I was
Ah.
never like that, ma'am. My
Ah.
daughter used to score 99, but I used to not find out why she has
Where
scored. How?
the
I used to question 1 mark. Where did you lose that 1 mark?
First, appreciate for
Then
getting
slowly you
98.
will
Actually,
experience
coming back to my question, and with your experience, since you are someone who is passionate about making math as a
That's
easy
what.
subject, so ma'am, I want to ask, what are those? Do you have any special methodologies where students can bridge the gap of this difficulty, and parents will also understand that okay, there is some change in the method that my child is learning.
See, each one is different.
Okay.
It is a heterogeneous group we have.
Yes.
And some children, with one go of teaching only, they will understand.
Okay.
And few children, the second time when the teacher is teaching, they will understand. Maths, when they are practicing, they will know. We have to frame different kinds of worksheet. One simple worksheet for those who are very weak in maths. I don't call them weak, academically challenged.
Yes.
For them, so their confidence should increase. Oh, I know the basic concepts in maths. I have learned the basic. Then make them give the tough for them. Easy to difficult.
For this, ma'am, we are using AI-based platform, Mbite now.
Yes.
The AI will just gauge their level standard and give the questions accordingly.
Okay.
Every child will attempt at home it is.
Yes.
Teachers will assign the homework and according to their standards, they will get the questions.
Okay.
And unless and until they are able to reach the standard,
Yes.
they keep on solving.
They
This
don't
has really
know
helped
the
them.
formula. They don't know the basic concepts in this chapter. How can they do the tougher sums in that? Application based, skill based.
Yes.
First, the knowledge level and understanding level should be done for them.
Yes.
Then we should reach for application and understanding and hard questions.
This mainly happened for this pandemic.
Yeah, Corona.
There's
has,
basics are literally
there is
very,
a gap.
very,
I agree.
very,
Sitting tolerance
yeah.
Okay.
and mathematics and
So even
language.
today, ma'am, we remember the
That is
concepts what we
ma'am,
learned 20,
Yes.
30, 40 years back.
Yes.
Yeah, actually,
But-
what happened during Corona, we got the student who did not attend even sixth standard,
Correct.
sorry, fifth standard, and because of the ACE criteria, the parents they want the child should be in sixth standard. So in that case, school also need the admission. To be
Yes.
honest. So we
Corona
have
time
taken.
Fees
Just
was,
put one simple and basic entrance exam, which is not even required for them, and we just kept the entrance exam and we promoted them to sixth standard. We brought because that time there was no any other option to
Yes.
fill the branch.
and we
It was
cannot
really-
fail
yeah,
also.
we cannot also fail.
Yes.
So it is happened. So after that, what we have done, and particularly I am telling, whichever the school I worked already, and even now in Broadvision, the same things I implemented. The worksheets, what we are daily basis we are sending, it is not just from that same chapter or same subtopic.
Okay.
It's like, the worksheet, suppose example I'm telling, the teacher today explained about this is the part of speech. I'm telling about English. So, but the worksheet will not go exactly like what the teachers taught and exactly from the book. It will be like the basic things. It is not like a worksheet. Even we will send some notes included in that worksheet like what is the definition of noun, pronoun, and according to that, how many
They can search the
like
answer.
questions we can frame, we will frame, and they will search the answer and they will do. Similarly, coming to the maths also, what ma'am told, we also follow like that in Broadvision. Like we will give the student that they have to how many questions they can frame. So the teachers they are giving the problems like the formulas, and according to the formula, each student it is mandatory to form at least 10 questions, big question.
Great.
When they will form the question, ultimately they will know, they will have
Know the
that
answer.
idea and they will know the
They
answer.
search for the answer also.
Search for the answer. Without answer key, they will not form the questions.
And we
So
have
we are
bridge
having
course
that.
in the beginning.
Yes.
Suppose
We have also
June
same
we
bridge course,
start
yes.
the
Yes,
school. 15 days we do the bridge course. We don't teach them the new
That's
New things.
The
Yeah.
previous years we will do the
Whatever
bridge
yes,
course.
bridge course.
And we identify the ones who doesn't know anything, and then we call them and
Yes, that's
And,
wonderful. I think the
yeah.
bridge course will also help the students who have newly joined.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Oh,
how
methodologies.
boards
Yes,
also.
yes.
Yeah.
They might have some different methodologies.
Yeah,
The child
each-
might have
each
come
school
from
differs.
different city, different state. At that time, those students can cope up with the new environment and new teachings.
Yes.
So we have the bridge course booklet, ma'am. How we do, I'm telling. The bridge course booklet should be means prepared by the teachers only.
Yes. Yes.
By January and Feb, we will get lot of publisher book. So
In
what I do, I segregate the book and I will hand over to the specific, respective subject teachers, and they will take out the basic and common topics and they will frame the bridge course booklet. The bridge course booklet will be only the some basic points, important concepts, and as well some worksheets.
Ma'am, with this we have in CBSE only.
Yes,
They
yes.
will give before the child goes to second standard,
They should
whatever
know.
concept,
Yes,
minimum
yes,
concept they
yes.
should know.
Yes.
So based on that, we go with bridge courses, ma'am.
And for nursery also we do the exit
Yes,
interview
yes.
for each child.
Yes,
Wonderful.
And we'll inform the first standard, first grade teacher, this child knows this much in
Each subject.
like English, he can
Yes.
recognize the letters, he can write 3-letter word like that.
That's wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Yes. With that, let's move forward to my next question to Ms. Jyoti. Ma'am, tell us that how students differentiate between constructive feedback and destructive criticism from family or peers, and how they can respond positively.
Very tough question for them. Because here, children are not able to
Yes.
differentiate between these two words.
Yes.
Whether it is constructive or destructive, both they are taking in the same way.
Yes.
Especially the adolescent age, 8, 9,
Yes.
10 children. Up to 7, the teachers will be hero and heroines for the children.
Yes.
But once their hormonal changes starts,
yes.
if we give any the smallest feedback also, they are taking in a negative way. They always feels like that.
And anger level will be increased.
Increasing. So main thing, we need to just give them space. We should allow them to think, and we have a counselor at our school. She'll be guiding them like how they have to face the situation. For any of it might be critics or it might be the praisings also. Both the ways they have to take it in their own pace and adapt it. If they are in anger, then they need to give a pause. Whether it is children or us, even for grown-ups, it's like we need to count.
Yes.
And if it is praising, if it is a constructive, they have to implement it. If I am telling them, if I am giving them the timetable to follow it for their good scores, then they have to follow it. It's not like simply they have to just listen and leave it. And destructive feedback, they should analyze themselves. They should have that self-reflection. After that only they can understand which is destructive and which is the constructive feedback for them.
yes.
And even parents and feedback, especially peer group, when it goes with physical appearance,
Yes.
some of them take it very lightly,
Yes.
and sometimes they'll be very friendly. By chance, if child says anything regarding their body, they'll be very good friends. But it goes with their mood.
Yes.
Mood swings are too much. So it's like we need to counsel them, and throughout we were saying like we need to give the space for them to think, and we should tell them what is right and what is wrong, whether it is a parent or the teacher or the peer, the friend.
Yes. We have to
Oh,
teach them
yeah.
the self-compassion.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? They need to first they have to educate themselves. Like we have to, the teachers should educate them how to develop their self-talk. Yes, the student self-talk is very much required for them to improving their what is that willing power, and even knowing themselves. They have to know themselves first. What I am. Then only they can represent themselves, and they will have like they will able to vanish their these phobias, like the subject phobia, even any kind of fearness inside. Those things they
No, first
No,
they should ask for clarification. If it is if at all if they feel that it is a destructive thing,
Yeah.
they should ask clarification whether it is a friend or sometimes many times parent also. Many children come and share like my mother does like this, father. I ask them like if your mother is saying like this to you, what all other than this will she not take care of you?
Yes.
They will not see that. As they say on white paper, if you put a black mark, they see only that. Whether it is for teacher, parent, or the friend. So we should just tell them to just focus, think, calm, and think about the sentence what they have heard.
Yes.
After that only they can just take up any.
And sarcastic comments will hurt them a lot.
Yes.
That
That is very much.
sarcastic comments that parents sometimes they talk as if
Yes.
they know everything and the child doesn't know anything. Purposely the child is doing.
So sometimes it's vice versa, ma'am. I have many parents saying that they listen to only their friends. They say that their friends are everything for them, not the parents.
True. That is also happening now.
Yes, ma'am.
With technology
I
coming.
know.
Too much.
Yes.
I told them, okay, fine. Stop all the amenities what you are giving to your child. Let her go to her friend and start get the amenities done.
Yes.
Just it's a kind of the balancing the thought process of parent, the students, and the school teachers. Also.
I think there are a lot of layers attached to parenting and the relationship with parents and children.
True.
If a child is listening to parents and teachers on one level, then that is fine. Then
Yes.
if not, then even teachers and parents need to go to the layers of the extents where they need to take stricter actions for the kids. And even kids need to understand why parents and teachers are giving us such treatments, or I can't say punishment. Now nobody punish. No teachers and no parents are punishing. That-
Corporal punishment.
Yes. That term has completely vanished now. So there are layers to how teachers and students and parents are treating each other.
In and around, I have seen two set of children. One at home they are very obedient, very good, excellent.
correct.
But in school they are the other ways.
Yes.
And there are some children who are very obedient, very sincere in school, but they are in the other.
Yes.
So this actually, from past 2 years, I'm facing this. I'm just working on that kind of situation. Why there is a gap.
Yes.
By the time from home coming to the school, they don't respect teachers,
Yes.
whereas they respect their parents at home. And some children, they respect teachers, they listen to teachers so much, but they are not respecting their parents.
Maybe they have some kind of perception or notion that is attached to their experience. Maybe that is making
That's what,
them
ma'am.
think-
I'm
And
just
they have
working on
double
that.
standards.
Dual characters, we can say.
Yes.
Many
And the same issue they would have told the teacher in a different way.
Manipulation.
Manipulation is happening a lot, and parents believe what their child is saying is correct.
Correct.
And they are not ready to accept what teachers tell about them.
Yes.
No, your son did illa. My son did not do. He came and told the other one has done it.
Has done. Yes.
You see the CCTV footage. You will they'll go to that level.
Yeah. My parents are like, even I have a certain case actually. It's like it's a negative case, but I just wanted to add in here. One LKG, I think KG1 student. It was very late, and she supposed to go to the bus. She was not coming out from the classroom. So teacher, what she did, she just holded the hand, and another hand she holded her bag, means the kid's bag, and instead of holding here, the teacher holded here.
Okay.
Got it? So that case, how the child was very sensitive and she represented in some other way, and the parent made it like such kind of thing. Then after that, we counseled them and we have shown the CCTV footage and everything. After that, they convinced. But the things like the matter, how the situation
Carried to the
and
They
the
take it
teacher
very personally, ma'am.
Yes.
very
They take it very
personally, and they made the teacher like the teacher became very panic. She got headache, and like in that moment it was very difficult to handle the teacher. Actually,
very true.
she did not have any kind of intention
Bias.
to hurt the child. And that too, KG section teachers, how lovable, how affectionate they are.
Yes.
And this has happened. So parents should understand what happened. They should
Yes.
come and discuss to the teacher. You are leaving your children with the trust of the teachers, right? And 5 hours you are leaving, 3 hours, 4 hours you are leaving. So you should have at least minimum trust,
Level
minimum
of trust.
beliefness towards to the teachers.
Yes.
That
We
is
should
not
tell
happening.
students to set boundaries for their emotions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
After that only they can differentiate between construction
Constructive
and
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's wonderful examples and the answers that we have got. So my next question is to Sukhada ma'am. So how important it is to talk about these open conversations, have open conversation about failures and discuss among all of this in multiple levels in the society and remove the stigma that is attached to exam failures.
Yeah, it's a wonderful question. Already I told this matter one example I have given Pallavi.
Yes.
Like we implemented in our Broadvision, especially for the high school student to write end of the day.
Yes.
They have to maintain one diary,
Yes.
not only about their success, achievement, even their failures. They have to write about where they failed, what they have done, the mistake, and how they will come out for that. What is for that? What repentation they have. So these all they have to write. We have to make that habit to all the children that they should write on about their
self-reflection.
self-reflection. Yes, and one more thing I can say here, my failure is my lesson. They have to take it as a life mantra. Like my failure is my lesson always. From their failure, they have to drag one lesson towards to the success.
Yes.
That will help them to achieve their life goal.
I will
That
add on
is-
to your statement. I give my personal experience to. I share
Yes,
that.
that is very
When I was in 8th standard, I
Interesting.
failed in physics, ma'am.
Yes.
I failed in physics when I was in 8th standard, and now I finished my MSc physics.
That's wonderful.
No, every time I share these things. And actually, I wanted to be a doctor.
Yes.
If not doctor, at least an engineer.
Yes.
I couldn't get my engineering seat because of 2 marks less in mathematics.
Okay.
But see, that time we used to not take these things in a destructive seriously.
Yes.
Just we went with the
If
flow.
not engineering, other
Field. Yeah, I did my
yeah.
physics, electronics, BS electronics, and then MSc physics.
That's
And-
wonderful.
And it's not like now I'm able to produce those many engineers, doctors,
Yes.
or whatever it is.
and
As-
So
as-
we have to give the day to day what we are experiencing. We should connect this to students. Like
Yes.
might be my neighbor, might be my own kids, might be some other teacher's son or teacher's kid what they are doing, how they are doing. When we connect, surely I think
Open
they-
communication
open
is very
communication
much
is very
important.
much important. We do
Yes.
have in our SGR school, ma'am, we call the alumni who have excelled in their
Yes.
studies. We called a child who is doing his IIT in Chennai,
Yes.
and he said like how to study. He
Yes.
said only one thing. He didn't go to any tuitions or anything, and he was the topper of the school.
Yes.
It's just he dependent on the teachers, whatever they said. Consistency is the success.
Yes.
If
And
you
just
consistently work, that is more than enough.
Yes.
One point I should add, they should not isolate themselves when
Yeah.
failure is there.
True.
No isolation.
So when you
And
openly speak,
community involvement should be there.
there.
Yes.
Like before, how they were attending the functions or relative house or
That's very
moving,
true.
that
Yeah.
should be there. That will definitely help them.
And
Yes.
teachers always they should present they should always speak about their setbacks,
Yes.
right? And that is actually the important inspiration towards the students, I believe that. And even we always we have a culture in my previous school, not here. We do have a corner, actually one board we made, like the students whoever achieved something
They will
and
write.
how they achieved it. They have
Yes.
right where they learned, where they started to learning this thing. Like suppose one student is very good in art, so how he inspired, who is his inspiration, how he started learning, how he started putting his interest on that art and craft, all these things. And he will write one page, and beside that one of his creative means what is
Yes.
creativity we will paste. So when the parents will visit, we have a big board there. That school
They'll
we
be
have
trained
very
there.
big place. So I'm also planning here to keep that. So when the parents will visit to the school, they will see the creativity as well. They can read that.
Yes.
So how the child, it is not one night work.
Yes,
But-
yes, yes.
So
They might have
Yeah.
gone through multiple failures
yes,
to reach
yes,
that
yes.
level. So yeah, it is
In that
important.
way, they can even one more thing I can say here, Pallavi, like we just in school we have to reform the definition of the success.
Yes.
That's
Or
it.
it is not. It should not be only like
Marks oriented.
marks oriented or any score grade. Rather than we have to also recognize the student according to their creativity.
True.
Right?
I can just
yeah.
share the one
Yeah.
thing. So I was in a residential school. The captain of the school is not so successful now.
Yes.
So doesn't mean that everyone who is a successful person will get succeeded in their life.
Yes.
Recently, I went through Sudhamurthy's book memory,
Yeah.
Full Circle.
Yes.
Each one of us have their own perspective to achieve and the satisfaction of life.
Yes.
That is it.
Yes.
Seek
Wonderful.
support rather than suffer in silence.
Yes. We
So
need to-
when we discuss all these things
Yes.
openly, no, children will come out with their ideas. They say what they might like, what they might not like.
Yes.
I have seen one of my students who was a topper went to BCom, commerce line. We were surprised. We have the old Indian thought
Yes.
still the highest scorer
Yes.
should go to
Science.
engineering and
Yes.
science and all those things.
Yes.
But she has achieved a lot. She is a blog writer and she
Yes.
writes and she shares the blogs.
Yes.
Many things she does. So now I feel we have to give freedom to children to
Yes.
get achievement in their life and let them build their life.
Yes.
I'll just give one small example, ma'am. It is about my cousin sister. You might have known her also. She became now world famous. Miss Shruti Mahapatra.
Yes.
She is the Padma Shri awardee.
Yes.
And you might not have the idea about her life, what happened. She's supposed to be a IAS officer, and she already cracked the UPSC.
Yes.
And unfortunately, she met the accident and she lost everything. Now they're making a film about movie about her.
Yes.
And she's my cousin. I have seen very nearly, very closely to her from the childhood. So I can say, like, it is not like, the disability or anything will stop and obstacle to achieve the success and achieve the life goal. And already says, we can say she's the most successful lady of the world, we can say.
Yes.
Anjali, you might have heard about the Anjali. She is the proprietor of Anjali. So it's not like that. So when she failed to getting IAS, means this things, and she started her own institution, and she is making now 100 IAS services.
Yes, that's wonderful. So with that, I have my next question to Miss Asha. So, ma'am, how do you think society's focus on academic success as the only measure of success affects students' mental health and self-worth?
See, the growth of a student may be different, but the measure here,
Yes.
they consider, oh, he's getting first rank.
Yes.
He got out in everything,
Yes.
and they publish in papers.
Yes.
First rank holder, second rank holder, NEET topper, AIEEE topper, JEE topper, and he is from famous Akash Institute, Allen Institute,
Yeah.
Ways. All that for their publicity, advertisement, they use this. And what is your question? Can you reframe?
Yeah, sure. How do you think society's focus on academic success as the only measure of success
Yeah,
that
yes.
affects
Oh,
students'
that is
mental
what the
health
society
and
has
self-worth?
through marks only, the
Yes.
career also.
Mostly
Yes.
here
And higher education is dependent
Yes,
on
yes,
marks.
No, to add on to this, ma'am, if they come for placement in any of the colleges, they just
See the marks.
Yes.
So society has to change, and it has changed after NEP has implemented. No, there is change
But
in society.
nowadays they are
They're
seeing
checking with
the
all the
emotional ability of the candidate also in the interview. I agree. But first comes the marks card.
Yes.
Yeah, nowadays
First
what is
every-
happening? The fast attempt itself, when they are getting failure, they are they are losing their patience, and very teenagers are committing the suicide.
And
It is not
one
right,
more
right?
thing I should add, ma'am. Retotaling, revaluation in
Yes.
CBSE is increasing.
Yes.
I was the observer for revaluation, and you don't believe, for Kannada and English also the child has put for revaluation.
Yes.
And the child had got 70 out of 80. Retotaling, he was not satisfied, has put for revaluation. That means the society is demanding marks. That is why all this is happening.
Happen. Yes.
Recently, ma'am, I was not aware, like for CAT exam, they will take the average of 10th, 12th and degrees.
Ah, yes.
Once my cousin gone through that, and she CAT exam, she scored 99.7 something.
Yes.
She wanted Ahmedabad, like IIM,
Yes.
to go with her MBA. She did not. She was waiting actually. Though she was, she scored good marks. When they called up that particular institution, then we got to know that it is 10th. They take 50 average of 10th and
Oh
12th,
my God.
and the degrees.
Yes.
So-
people will lose their eligibility to
Eligibility.
get into universities.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
yes.
She did her. She went to London and she finished. So now, as a
So-
principal, which I am not supposed to do, I will tell my children, if you are going with these lines, then you need to focus.
Yes.
Otherwise,
No, we should-
so somewhere I think the society will change and those grades also might change.
Yes.
We will hope for the best.
No, awareness we have to give, but we should not pressurize them. They should know that, because if they don't know 10th is important for them, they will not study. Anyway, it is just the marks we should pass in 10th standard to join one college.
See, there are, I think, I don't know,
The
many
pathway to
newspaper
college
and
they
all.
should not think.
No, some news went on viral with the IPS officer, IAS officer's 10th marks card,
Okay.
where he had all the marks with ordinary marks,
Yes.
but he is a famous IAS officer
Okay.
Yeah,
now.
it is. I mean, one 12th fail. That one movie is there, no? it is a real
12th
story.
pass.
Physics
12th
was.
pass. No,
12th pass
physics
movie.
wala ma'am.
12th pass.
Both Shraddha and
Yes, yes.
Mm.
There's a
his
12th
name,
pass.
both are IAS and
Yes.
IES.
Yes, yes.
They fail a
Fail
couple of
in
times
12th,
and then they
uh-huh.
pass
And
through.
they
Yes.
went to Delhi and they tried a lot and they got
Yes.
Correct, correct.
cracked the
Yes.
No,
12th they
because,
got very less
yes,
marks.
failed, ma'am.
Yes.
No, he
Yes.
did not do it because he didn't copy, so he
did
failed.
copy
And,
and
Yes, it's a hit movie
Hit
of
movie.
2020.
yes,
Yes,
yes, 2023.
Yes.
Indirectly,
So society has to change.
is
No.
making the children
Yeah,
stressful. That
Yes,
I
yes,
agree.
yes. No,
Because
yes.
in the society, parents, the management,
Yes.
and the job
Relatives,
seekers,
relatives.
and the companies, everyone.
Everywhere, ma'am. One thing
Even
I
the
will-
teachers
We
now.
teachers.
Mama,
We are all
see,
also.
we are all
Indirect-
teachers, we are all principals here sitting. I'll tell one thing. The school is not
Needs-
getting good score and the school is not getting good result. Finally, ultimately, at the end of the year, it is coming on the principal's head. Like it is not done by the principal or the teachers, or it is truly.
Yes.
So where that awareness? Where that awareness?
Yes.
We also have in us.
Yes.
But compared to previous year, we should produce
Yeah,
better
yeah,
result.
better,
The highest
better,
marks should
yes,
increase.
yes.
Yes.
Though we talk so many things here,
Yes.
But
Yes.
and by
No,
the
it's
end of
changing
the
now. When you
day-
compare previously
No,
till
yeah,
now,
yeah.
it is changing. Now CBSE has given so many options
Things.
with the NEP
Parameters.
implementation.
Yes.
There are many things which is really supporting students to know their talent.
Even
And,
the sports also
sports
taken
also.
as a subject, and we are also giving more importance on the sports.
Khelo India is
And
working
Khelo
now.
India is
Through Khelo
working.
India children
Yes,
have
yes.
been
And
identified.
in that way, I can say my management is encouraging also to focus. Actually, in that case, in our campus, we have we got 3 to 4 players, very good players, and one national player, and we are encouraging. We are
We
focusing.
have a
parents
kabaddi
will
team
come
playing
and
for
ask.
IPL now.
Yes.
Junior
Yes.
IPL team. My school team is there.
Very good.
And 5 of the children got selected for national level kabaddi.
That's
PT sir
wonderful.
is
Yes.
working on that. We have
Yes.
flexibility. There also I see parents, no, they focus more on the child's interest rather than the studies.
Studies.
And
That's it.
parents will ask, this year what is the highest marks in
Score.
10, grade 10?
Okay.
In
There are
maths,
some parents
is
like-
anyone there who scored 100 or 100?
Yes. So yes.
My son or daughter is in 8th standard. We want to know what is the
Score of the school.
school.
Yes. So the conclusion of all this conversation that we had till now is that the expectations and
Is high.
due to the unrealistic expectations
So true.
of society, the students are becoming victim of that pressure, and it is us at the end of the day who needs to create awareness on that and eradicate the phobia of exams and set stage for students to get off these stress and focus on what they are more interested in and build a wonderful career. So with that, we have concluded our panel discussion. I hope we all had a wonderful time.
Yeah,
And-
it's nice.
yes. So I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all 3 of you for coming here and sharing your insightful thoughts. So we look forward to have many more panels like this. For more such videos, visit our website www.theENN.com. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our video. Thanks for tuning in. This is Pallavi Kulkarni. We'll see you next time.